It is sharp, Caden. Let's get that set up right. There we go. Would you like me to hold it and then you can take a picture of it?
That works too.
Yeah.
Can I bring that tomorrow?
Show my son a radioactive welding tip. Yay. You want to bring it to school?
Yeah.
Okay, don't lose it though, because I use that.
You do?
Yeah, I show people how to use a Geiger counter with it. Like how to it's very, very low radioactivity. It's basically just above.
How much does this cost?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, how much worth of tungsten is this?
Not much. I don't know.
Isn't tungsten pretty rare?
It is very rare. Oh boy. Sorry I'm late.
Here.
Hey Keith. Oh, I get my mic set up. I had to run an errand real quick, and I kind of forgot about. Is the mic working? Oh, yep. Okay, I can hear myself on the screen now. Okay, let me turn that down a little bit. I don't get feedback. Yeah. No, I didn't forget about you. I forgot to deliver this order, or not an order, but some supplies to someone that's helping me with marching band props. I had grabbed the props so they wouldn't get ruined in the rain when we had that hurricane come through or whatever, barely a hurricane. And anyway, I had to drop them off at her house right down the street. But I remembered right at 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh, son of a gun. So nothing exciting tonight. Another thing I forgot about. Man, this has been a busy week. Um, I've got this Kubb ordered to supposed to go out tomorrow. So I got to get that done tonight. And somehow I got to figure out how to stain these gray. And I have no gray stain. I have no idea what happened to my classic gray. I might have run out and not bought anymore. So I'm going to try something I've done in the past, which is make a wash out of some acrylic paint. And that should work. And at the same time, I have to get the directions cut on the laser. I want to do something else on the laser tonight, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It takes about 30 minutes or so to get the directions cut. Oh, excuse me. I was able to take some pictures and send a message to the guy for the other thing I was making with the big thick dowels, and he really likes it. So I'm going to get that out to him soon. And I really want to get cleaning. God, I want to clean so bad. My goal is this weekend to get all of this crap gone. Like there will not be a pile of random shit anymore. So anyway, let me get the laser set up. Get that file going. And then let's see if we can figure out how to make a gray wash that kind of looks like stain. So I can get this order out to my customer tomorrow and not be late, because Etsy is really particular about items being late. Don't want to deal with that. Is this the good stuff? I don't even know. I know this is the good stuff here. I don't remember if I talked about it on video or not, but I've got this place nearby that sells 5 foot by 5 foot sheets of 1/8 inch Baltic birch plywood. It's really nice stuff, cuts really well in the laser. And actually, oh, I have a half sheet right there. I can use that. Anyway, so it ended up costing me just under $2 per sheet. Where if I were to buy that from even the cheapest places I know of online, that would be $8 a sheet. Two dudes DIY, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, I'll be sending that pumpkin out Friday, I think. Friday, I'm taking the day off because inspector's coming to finish up the inspection on my pool, and so I'm gonna have time to run around and run some errands. Um, let me get this file set up real quick and Lightburn. Kubb, where's Kubb? There it is. Directions. Yeah, I'll go ahead and save that. And where do I have that lined up? To the right. So let's put that over here. Oop, too much. And this one out of the way. This says 17.4 millimeters, but I don't think that's right. I think it's 18.9. Matter of fact, I'm almost 100% sure it's 18.9. Let's go ahead and drop that down and see what happens. 18.9. Turn that layer on because I'm going to need that. Yep, 18.9. That's what I thought. Okay. Let me fix that while I'm here. That was from some other plywood I had. 18.9 millimeters. Okay. Get that all set up. Yeah, it's been a busy day. So my real job, my day job, I work at Norfolk Naval Shipyard up in Portsmouth, Virginia, and they're getting rid of our local computer servers and moving everything to SharePoint. But in order to do that, because we have a lot of classified, not really classified, but pseudo-classified documents, we have to apply security labels to everything using Microsoft PureView, and PDFs that have been digitally signed, it won't do it. So I have to take each one of these files, open them up, print them as a PDF, and then put the sensitivity label on it. And I have roughly 7,000 files to do. Each one takes me, I time myself today on average 45 seconds. So I have about 15 hours or 15 days, 15 days of work to do nonstop. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right. So the laser is a go. Awesome. Going to make your first video tomorrow? Sweet. Let me subscribe to your channel while I'm here. What's your channel name? Oh, right there. You told me. Two dudes DIY. Jeez, I can read. Yep. Do. No. DIY. I don't know why I autocorrected to Doom. It's not coming up. Why is it not coming up? Huh. Can you yeah, trying to get the students working. Yeah, no, half of them don't have computer access right now. They lost their access because one of them volunteered. He said, "Oh, I'll help you out." Hey, Bug, how's it going? Yeah, well, hey, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, even if it's just to say hello. That's awesome. Thank you. Um, so Keith, can you copy and paste a link to your channel? Because oh, you know what? Did I spell it right too? I did not spell it right. I put an extra period in there. Let's see if that works. That still doesn't come up with anything. I might do it this way. Go to channel. Okay. Let me try that. Ah, there we go. Cool. Yay! You have another subscriber. Hey, Runix, how's it going? Hey, this guy Keith here, he's just about to start a channel. If you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to it, he's about to put up a video. He does some really, really nice work. His website is really got some really, really great stuff on it. Yep, I just subbed, Keith. I figured it out. I know I put in the description of this a bunch of stuff I was going to do tonight, and then everything changed because I forgot I have an order I need to get out. So I'm going to shift gears a little bit, and we're going to try to create a gray stain out of paint. Do a wash, because I am out of gray stain. So let me find, hopefully, hey, I've got black paint. I've got more black paint. I have white paint. I can make gray. Sweet. Do I have a gray? I doubt it. English Navy. Oh, wait, what's that? Is that gray? No, that's green with lots of sawdust on it. And of course, I couldn't make life easy for myself, not just have a gray paint. But I've got black. I've got white. I don't want gloss. Cool. Let me put the light on. And let me get a sacrificial surface here. I don't have one. So I am a terrible person, and I use every horizontal surface in the world to use as a work surface. You know, colors and mixing things. Yeah. You know, actually, it's kind of funny. Before I joined the Navy, out of high school there, I was going to go to art school. At one point, I did know how to actually like mix colors and things. And when I was in high school, I worked at Ace Hardware, and that was way back in the day before they had computers that could color match. And I would have customers come in, and they'd bring me a sample of something. And go, hey, can you make this color? I'm like, sure, I could do that. And that's what I would do. I would eyeball it, and I'd usually get pretty damn close. And even once we got a computer, it was right as I was leaving that job out of high school. There, they got their first color match computer, and I don't want to brag too much, but I could do better than the computer could back then. I would get it a lot closer. So yeah, at one time I did know how to mix some colors and things. Oh, let's see what happens here. I don't want this to be too dark of a gray. A light gray. I have to add some more white to it. And I'm gonna have to add plenty of water to this. All right, let's get this all mixed in. My wife works for a doctor's office and gets these expired tongue depressors. I didn't realize they expired. Brings them home for me so I can use them as mixing sticks. They're great for stain, for paint, for all the little things. And of course, I always have a ton of spare pieces of wood because I don't throw anything away. I always have mixing sticks. All right. Shoot, I got a lot of blocks to do. I'm gonna have to do more than that. A lot more than that. And I wanted a lighter gray, so mix this up. Check the chat here real quick. See what people are saying. I'm always messing around. Yeah, the auto mixers are just, I don't know. I've never had good luck. I went to Sherwin-Williams not too long ago to match the color of the siding on my house. I replaced some siding. It was a completely different color, but to match the same style of siding, that's just what I had to go with. And so I was going to paint it, and I did paint it, and it ended up being completely off. Like, it's just bad. My wife is still pissed off about it. One of these days I'll fix it. Worked at home base? Did you mean Home Depot? Oh, you know what? I might have screwed up, Keith. Yeah, I've got your personal page up here. When I search for Two Dudes DIY, it doesn't come up. Yeah, see if you can. Oh, UK base. I gotcha. Gotcha, bug. Yeah, Keith, if you could go to your, like, open up another tab, go to your channel. Like, actually, so if you go to the top right, let me show you. Ugh. Yeah, if you go up here, you click on this, your icon up there, where you're logged into your business account or whatever you're calling it, you can view your channel. So click that in another tab and then copy and paste the link down here. So that way we can all sub to that. All right, so I've got some gray paint mixed. Let's add some water to it and see what happens. And then try to apply it to some blocks of wood. I wonder if mixing with beer would work. I'm not going to find out tonight. Get some water. So the fun thing about doing a wash like this is getting just the right ratio of water to paint. And you can take a little bit of trial and error. Because you don't want it too thick to where it paints the wood, but too thin and it doesn't color it. We'll see what happens here. What a boo, coming to say hello to the world of YouTube. So what I'm mixing it for, Runic, is I'll show you in a second. So I make this yard game called Kubb. It's a really, really fun game. I've sold a lot of sets at this point. But I have an order that's due to go out tomorrow. And the customer wanted Yakasugi for one side of it and Gray Stain for the other side. I was like, sure, no problem. I ran out of classic Gray Stain, or I've misplaced it. I can't find it. And I meant to grab some today when I ran to Walmart. And I didn't. It's still too thick. So I'm making a wash. It'll be the same. In theory, it'll be the same anyway. We'll see if it actually works out that way. I've done white washes and things before on wood, so this should work in theory, but we'll see. And I'll show you the game here, the game pieces, in a second. That might be thin enough. So the game involves freaking camera. These blocks of wood that I engrave them with Viking symbols. It's a Viking game. So I've engraved them with Viking symbols, and there's a set of 5 on each side of the field, and then there's a king in the middle, and the king. Oh shoot! I still got to cut that too. Where was I go? Oh, there's batons. Right here. These wooden batons that you throw underhanded and try to knock over the opposing side cubes, and then they get tossed back on the field. You have to knock them down a second time. Once you've knocked them all down a second time, then you can knock down the king cube, which sits in the middle. If this gets knocked down before all 5 of the other ones out of play, then you lose the game. So I like to think of it like Viking Cornhole. It's a super fun game, and I've sold a ton of these sets. A buddy of mine introduced me to the game last year about this time. I was like, cool, I can make that. That's super simple. I looked up the rules of the game and came up with a set, and then made it kind of my own by adding the Viking runes to it, and custom color combinations and things. And I found at Family Dollar they have these canvas bags, these canvas boxes that fit a set of these perfectly. So that really helps. I didn't have to build a box or anything, a carrying case. I've noticed some people on Etsy do that, but that's just way more work, way more expense. I can get those canvas boxes for $4 a piece. They've been normally $8, 50% off for the last 8 months. What'd you say? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What type of paint is it? It's just acrylic paint, just craft paint. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to talk and do what I need to do on the laser at the same time and losing track. That's all right. It's all good. Move that out of the way. Move this into the way where it belongs, and turn off that layer and go. And this will take 20 minutes, I think. 18 minutes. Okay, 19 minutes. Cool. Now I'm going to try to do a wash on this. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to be late because Etsy will be mad at me. So I'm going to need a brush. I know I've got some brushes right there. I've got a brush. So a foam brush works well for this, or has in the past, although it does soak up a lot of water. So let's see what happens here. Brush that on, and then immediately, oh shoot, I'm not ready for this. Immediately get some paper towel and wipe it. Yeah, there we go. Looks just like the stain does. And the nice thing about this is it dries almost immediately. So it's not like with an oil-based stain or even a water-based stain, we got to wait forever for it to dry. I should actually probably do this more often whenever I get someone that wants a color, but brush on, wax off, right? Just like Mr. Miyagi said. And the other nice thing too is I don't need to wear gloves. Like I'm gonna get paint all over myself, but it's acrylic; it washes right off. The top, I really don't even need a wipe, just because it's end grain, so it's gonna just soak that right up. Yeah, Runic, I'm just thinking about a comment that Bug left. Runic, this might be right up your alley. More paper towel. I did a video. One of my first videos, might have been my first video actually, was making a Kubb set. And I ended up giving one away to one of my subscribers. Kid that my daughter knew actually. She worked with. He was like super into it. He didn't even know what the game was. He's just like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome! That's so cool." He wanted it so bad. So I was like, "You know what, dude? I will go ahead and give that away to you." I made him a set. And him and my daughter and some people at work played a couple times. Ah, two done. I'm gonna check the chat here real quick. Ah, awesome, Keith. Subscribed. Boom. Copy that. I'm gonna paste that link. Good night, Bug. Thanks for stopping by. So happy that you came by. You know, I actually sent a, a replacement piece for somebody else's. I had to make a custom piece. They lost one of their Kubbs to someone in the UK. That was freaking expensive. I'll tell you what. It was like $45 to send a block that was half that size because their set was a different size. Absolutely crazy. But have a good night, Bug. Again, thanks for stopping by. I know it's late there. It's after midnight. No problem, Keith. I'll help spread the word for you too. Can't wait to see what you got. All right, back to this. As soon as I get this done, probably should have let that sit a little bit longer. That's all right. Maybe just a hair. So as soon as I get this done, I got to do some work on the Holobaraka game. That's the other one. So I can get that out to that customer, and hopefully he'll be ordering more sets. There's a game that he created. The one I was doing the other night with the big dowels on the laser. It's based off of a Swedish game, yard game, that I'm going to do a video for and create a couple sets. I bought extra pieces or extra dowels. And it's kind of like Kubb. It's similar. But it looks to be a lot of fun, and hopefully that'll be next year's big seller in the summer. We just got to keep it simple, is all. No, I don't want drips. Drips are bad. All right, one more Kubb, and then the king. And this set is done. If anybody ever wants gray again, I'm definitely doing it this way. It's cheaper, it's faster, it's easier. I was racking my brain too when I had to run that errand real quick before I was actually able to go live. Like, oh my god, how can I distress wood? I watched a video. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Who's the Boss. Pretty sure it was his channel, where he tried using a couple different chemicals to gray wood. And I was trying to remember which one worked the best. And I'm like, no, all of them. He waited like a full 24 hours for them to dry before he checked on. I was like, that's not going to work. And then I remembered this method that I've done in the past. Simple solution. Awesome. Boom. That's done. Now I got to move all the crap off my miter saw so I can use that to make. So I do a relief line to separate the top and the bottom of the king piece, and I'll end up doing one side gray and the other side the Yakasugi. Hard to find people to play. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, the coffin candle holder. I can't wait to see that. Ooh, chest set out of 2 different woods. Nice. So with the CNC to do the pieces, you need a 4th axis, which for a cheap CNC is really hard to come by. It can be done, but it's really, really hard to come by. There are some people that do a setup with a rotary chuck or a chuck rotary from a laser, which I think you said you had. So you might be able to modify a CNC to work with that as the 4th axis. At least you're playing against people there, Bug, and not computers. God, I gotta move all this crap. I love being busy. I love having projects, except when I'm busy and I've got multiple projects, and then I hate it because I've got crap everywhere. But I am cleaning this damn garage this weekend. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'll do a live this weekend. I'll have people hold me to it. Keep me motivated. Told my therapist about that. I said, you know what? The thing that keeps me motivated right now to actually get stuff done is doing YouTube lives. Love it. All this stuff. That can stay. That can go. That can go. I don't even know what that is. Cool. Gotta be off by half a degree. Make this work. For some reason, this damn saw, I cannot get it perfectly square. I don't know what I need to do to it to make that happen. But I can't get it to work square. I have all kinds of fancy digital squares and things. I can't get it. Thanks, Bug. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot for, I don't know, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon my time on Saturday. That's usually when I have time to start messing with stuff. Doing some projects. So that would be 7 p.m. your time. Hope to see you there. All right, so it's about 70 centimeter or 70 millimeters, 72 millimeters to the bottom edge of the piece. So then I measure 72 millimeters. And yes, I'm using those funky metric units, but I love them. So 72 millimeters from the top to mark my line. That's where I'm going to end up putting my relief cut. You know what, Keith? I thought the same thing. That's what kept me actually from starting my YouTube channel for a while. And then I was like, you know what? I don't care. Your measurements are better. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. So I teach a class on radiation basics, radiation theory, radiological stuff. That's what I do. And it involves a lot of math, and all the math it's in metric because that's the way it should. It's all metric units. That's the way it should be. And yeah, it's way easier to use. It's base 10. That's how you learn to count, was on your fingers and toes. It's a base 10 system. So easy, and yet in America, because we're better, we don't use it. America, fuck yeah. But I did watch a video somewhere that says the United States is ready to go metric. We have so much, like everything we have is in imperial and metric units. Look at any food labeling; it's in milliliters and it's in grams, as well as ounces and whatnot, and pounds. Our speedometers are both miles per hour and kilometers per hour, and so on and so forth. If you go to the state of Maine, their road signs are actually, their highway signs actually show the miles and kilometers because it's so close to Canada. I believe 1972 was the last time that anybody brought it up to Congress that, hey, let's go change the metric system, and it got shot down. Grade in construction. Yep. It'd be awesome if we changed over. We could speak the same language. Especially in my job. I mean, there's lots of units we use that are just antiquated. I'm trying to convince the people that write all of our federal requirements to switch over to standard units, and they don't want to do it. All right, it's going to get loud here for a minute. So to do this, for a while, I was setting up a depth stop. What did I do with my... Oh, it's over there. Hold on a second. I need my standoff piece. No, I don't need that. Not for this. All right. So for a while, I was setting a depth stop, so I could get it the same depth all the way around. But this is, excuse me, this is big box store pine 4x4. It's not perfectly square. It's not perfectly 3.5 by 3.5 inches. So that wasn't working too well. And what I found is I can just eyeball it, and this is stiff enough. I can keep it at the same depth without going too deep. It's roughly the same depth all the way around. Okay, I do need my block. I thought I did. Let's try that again. And I just set up my next cut by putting the teeth of the blade just inside where I did the last one. Move my way down into it. Teeth of the blade just inside the last one. Let's see if it's going to match up today. So one thing I do, because I know this is not perfectly square, I got to set my my miter at about half a degree. Is I check the front, and then I could drop it back here. And usually I have a tooth that'll line up, and check the back to make sure that when I come through, it's actually going to be in line. And it looks like it is. Move my fingers away. Not too shabby. Off just a hair. But no one will ever notice. Cool. Now I can use my wash and wash the bottom part of this, and then yakasugi the top of it, which is my favorite part. Because I get to use fire, and fire is fun. And for two reasons, I choose to do the wash on the bottom and the yakasugi on the top. Son of a gun! Hold on, I need paper towel. One moment. So as I was saying, I choose to do the yakasugi on the top if I can, because one, as you can see, the runes kind of get lost in that burn. And the other is staining the top of this is a pain in the butt. But with flame, it's easy. Super easy. These are the cheapest paper towels in the world. I had to go grocery shopping today. I knew I needed paper towels and should have stuck with Bounty. Instead, I went with, no, I'm going to save money. I'm going to get the Walmart brand. These things are about worthless. Or at least they're not good for staining. We'll go with that. It's tearing up. Okay. That away. Grab the flamethrower. Ugh. The fun part. Flame on. Son of a gun. I thought that would cover. Real shit. I'll have to say on that. The thing I really like about the torch is it works at just about any angle. Wait. Oh, I don't want to put that up there. Do not leave explosive bottles up high where they can fall down and go boom. That's dumb. Oh, we're talking about plays. I used to do that in high school. Oh, hey, Dad. Arsenic and Old Lace. Cool, cool. Judge Fry in Oklahoma. Roger in Greece. Wow. Oh, yeah. So, K Murph there, he's done a lot of plays over the years. I used to do a lot with him back when I was in high school. All right, what's next? I gotta sand that. Let's plug in the sander here. See if we can't do that without ruining the rest of the gray paint. Use my little orbital here. Cool, that worked. Crisis averted. That down and grab the torch. Go ahead and give it another little flame on. Cool, there we go, fixed. All right, that project's done. The laser's almost done. It was something I wanted to do with the pumpkin. I can't remember what it was before I boxed it up. Shoot, I can't remember. What was I going to do with this? I have no idea. Oh, you know what? What I was going to do was, so I know the thickness of this is the curve of my blade. It's 1/8 of an inch. So what I was going to do was on the laser cut out some pieces to do, make it a jack-o'-lantern on one face that are removable. So it doesn't have to be painted on there, but can be put on there if the customer wants. And I just thought it'd be kind of cool to add that feature to it. And it should just stick in the grooves, in theory. The fun part is going to be getting the laser to cut it precisely. Um, don't want to cut that with a saw because that wouldn't work too well. Yes, daughter? Huh? I have a very big lighter. Let me see it.
I just need you to burn the ends.
Yep. Both of them? There you go. Welcome. What are you making that for? Okay, cool. Did you draw me some characters yet? Oh, come on!
Sorry.
I really need them.
We have other things to do.
My new printer's coming soon. I want to make stickers.
We have other things to do.
Okay. All right. Hey, cool. Yeah, I've got 2 of those orbitals. Actually, I think my other is a Black & Decker. Yeah, so as far as plays, I did, God, I think the first one I did was Anna Green Gables. Love that show. But I wasn't in that one. I did lighting for it, and I believe I did some of the artwork for it as well, painting the stage and whatnot. And then did a lot of Gilbert and Sullivan plays. Some of the lesser known Gilbert and Sullivans. The theater group that my dad and I were in would do a Gilbert and Sullivan every spring, and by the time I got involved with it in high school, they had already done the Mikado and Pirates of Penzance and some of the more well known ones. So I ended up doing Iolanthe, Ruddy Gore, and I don't know what the other ones were. Shoot, I can't remember anymore. But did Secret Garden and did all kinds of shows. I was really, really big into musical theater when I was in high school and went to a lot of different shows. Yeah, I really got into it. I wish I could afford to go to some of those shows now. Even a local theater. We don't really have local theaters here though. It's kind of sad. There's one woman I know who's been trying to get one going and just hasn't been successful. Nice. Hmm. You're right. Magnets would work awesome. That's another option. And I think in my magical drawer of random stuff, I've got big magnets here, but I have somewhere some of these little tiny, like 3/16 of an inch diameter, ridiculously strong rare earth magnets. Oh, here. No, that's not them. I thought that was them. It might be in my other drawer where my laser. Yeah, that's probably where they are. I mean, these things are like super super strong. Whoa, 3 movies and a couple TV shows. We've got a famous actor here. What were you in? I'm gonna put that there for a moment. Oh, I gotta run inside for just a second. the mic off. I ran inside for a second, and then she came out here. I forgot to turn it back on. Oh, can't. Oh, bye. Now you can hear the spokesmodel.
Bye.
Bye. Cool. The instructions are done on the laser. Those Kubb pieces are done. Now I'm going to design the other pieces. Only an extra. That's cool. Once you get your channel up and going, I'll see if I can find you in those movies. Backdraft couldn't have had a ton of extras. I was almost in Happy Gilmore. No, was it Happy Gilmore? No, it was oh shoot, what was the name of that movie? The football one. What the heck was it? Adam Sandler, football player. Why can I not remember the name of that damn movie? Holy crap. What is the movie? Help me. Now I gotta go to IMDb. Waterboy. Jeez Louise. Holy crap. Yeah, I was supposed to be in Waterboy, but it didn't happen. Nice. Yeah, so I could have been an extra in Waterboy. When I was going through nuclear power school in Orlando, Florida, a bunch of my buddies went out to, I think it's the University of Central Florida. Maybe it was University of Florida. I can't. Florida State. I can't. Wherever they filmed that movie, anyway. Um, they heard there was a movie being filmed there, so they all went. But I had to stay back and study because I was on mandatory hours. And it was a Saturday afternoon, so they all went and they just sat in the stands, and they would move everybody from one section of the stands to another section of the stands and mix them all up so they could be in the in the background of the scene, um, to make it look like the stadium was full. And they said that like in between takes, Adam Sandler would just do stand up. He'd keep the crowd entertained. And they all came back. They were all sunburnt and like have all these stories. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that. I was so pissed off. I really wanted to sign up to be in Happy Gilmore too. They were looking for extras, but I didn't feel like traveling up to New York. I couldn't get the time off of work. It's actually kind of funny. You were driving the ambulance, man. I'm gonna have to screenshot this, and actually, I can just go back and watch it later. I'm gonna have to rewatch all these movies. Hello, spokesperson.
What does that mean?
Um,
Yeah,
you're the spokesperson.
I don't know what that is.
You talk about the products and things, and
Oh.
yeah.
Wait.
What? No. No. 6-7. Yeah. Yeah. Cool, Ella. Cool.
6-7.
I'll hashtag it 6-7.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Dancer in the ballroom scene when John was dancing with the dog. Holy crap, man! That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I've always wanted to be at least on a set of a movie, if not actually in one. Hmm.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
There's a chicken with the
Hmm. So speaking of that, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's this amazing documentary. I believe it's on Netflix called Radio Man. It's about this homeless guy in New York City. He's been in. I've looked him up on IMDb. It's something like, yeah, that was a long time ago. All those movies. Um, but this guy, he's been in like 120 plus movies. Always in the background, just walking around. He carries around this big radio. That's why everybody, all the actors call him Radio Man. No chance I'll recognize you. I'll give it a shot though, and it'll give me a reason to go back and watch some of these great movies. Um, but anyway, it just made me think of that. The guy looks just like Robin Williams. Like when I watch this documentary, I'm like, oh, it's Robin Williams playing a bit part. Like it's a fake documentary. And no, it's no shit. Like, and Robin Williams gets interviewed in the documentary talking about this guy. Like every actor loves this guy, and it's a really really cool story. I mean, it's sad too, but this guy he just kind of hangs out on movie sets. When he hears someone's filming in New York, he rides his bike over there with his radio and goes and eats craft services. All those guys love him, and he ends up in the background of a bunch of movies. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's worth watching. I went on a documentary kick for a while. That was one of the ones I really enjoyed. So anyway, what was the, oh, next we're gonna do the pumpkin. We're gonna do some new stuff on the laser because I've got my order essentially complete. So let's go ahead and create something new on the laser. Let's see how that works. I don't know if that third person is you on your second screen there, Keith, but if not, hello and welcome to whoever that might be. If it is someone new, say hello in the chat. If it's not, well, hello again, Keith. The close factory burns on the hose in the background. Okay. Oh, it's my father again. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Wow, I apologize for that. Do not want to. Actually, I'll go ahead and save those changes. It's fine. I can line that stuff up again later. So for this, I need my little. So I bought this. Lowe's, I think. I've actually bought two of them. A digital micrometer. So I'm thinking for an eyeball, I don't want them too close together. So I did one, we'll say 35 millimeters. The other one 35 by, okay, we'll do a 35 by 35. Let's see here. So for now, I'm just going to do a square. That is 35 by, oop, I don't want them to be the same. 35. Okay, duplicate that. I'll probably end up doing a triangle, but this just like gives me the rough dimensions. And then, ooh, that's about 77 millimeters wide. So we're gonna go 77 plus we'll do 90. We'll do 90 millimeters. I think that'll work. 90 by 20. Say 90 by 20. Good thing this wood is cheap. We can keep messing with it. 90 by 20. So I'm going 90 millimeters. And the height, actually the overall height, is not going to be 20 because it's going to raise, make a little smiley face. We'll go, yeah, 50. What is set to right now? 52. That'll work. That's my overall dimensions there. So with that, cool. Now that I have that set up, let's go ahead and make some shapes. Oops. So I'm going to do the classic triangle. Why not? Those should fit inside of each other. Let's see here. Yep, that'll work. So I can just duplicate that. So I have those, and then here, we'll do a curve. So a line that goes from here. Actually, we go to the middle. All right, we can take that spline and mess with that a little bit. Okay. And we can take and duplicate that. Move it down a bit, and then adjust the nodes on that. Put them to match. Made up. Actually, I don't want them to mate up. I want them to be a little bit lower. And we'll take that and that. Well, cool. We can take one of these guys, duplicate that. Rotate it, what's that, 60 degrees? Nope, 30 degrees. Nope. What is going on here? I did have it right the first time, 60 degrees. And we'll make it quite a bit smaller. That can be our teeth. One, two, three. Duplicate that. And we're going to flip that 180 degrees. Put one. Doesn't quite fit there. One there. Okay, let's just rotate that. We'll rotate that one as well. Because why not? Okay, and then if I draw a line that's right in the center. Come on, where's my snap? There it is. Okay, and then I can take all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I've done this even close to correct, I should be able to mirror those. Range. Flip horizontal. Nope. Where's my mirror? Mirror cross line. Oh, so I need to also select that. There we go. Cool. Now that I have that done, get rid of that. And then we'll just start trimming everything that is not part of this. Trim all that out. Oh, shoot. Why didn't it, why is it, huh, that's weird. Doesn't like that triangle for some reason. I don't normally run into that problem. Okay, maybe there's a copy error somewhere. Nope. Okay, that's not the problem. Is there a duplicate there? Nope. Undo that. Why does it not like that? Huh. That's really weird. So let's try this. Let's take that guy, move him down here, duplicate it, move it back roughly there. Let's see if that works. Nope, it just doesn't like it. Huh. That's really weird. Well, here's the other thing I can do. I can go ahead and make a line right here. And then I can trim all of this, all of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Draw another line. There. There. And it's going to want a separate line. What? Take that. No. Oh my freaking head. Why did it do that? Okay. See if it allows me to do it that way. No. Let me try drawing a line this way. Might have to. Okay. There we go. That works. Delete that. And then I can trim. Okay, it won't let me trim. It won't let me Boolean add them. Oh my goodness. Auto join. Just one shape. Should be able to trim this. Oh my god, why don't want to let me do it? Sometimes Lightburn can be really funky. All right, let's do it this way. I'm just going to draw a straight line. There. I'm going to draw a straight line. Oh, you know why? Because they're not actually connected. That's... Huh. So, I need to take this, That's really interesting. That. Make those two touch. Now I should be able to turn it. Oh my. That was funky. Why did it do that? But not touching down there? It is. Did that do funky things? No. Hey, cool. Finally, we got it. Yay. We have all our pieces. Don't do that. Cool. So let's see where I have room on this piece of wood. And I really don't. So I'm going to add a new piece. One moment, please. All right. That. Oh, where'd that new piece go? There it is. Put that on there. Okay. Go back in place. Cool. Then that up there. That there. That right there. Make sure those are roughly where I want them, as far as size-wise. Let me check the chat again. Never sounded. Yeah, I'm using light burn. Absolutely. What the heck happened there? Why did it? It did it because I told it to do it. Wow, why is this set to? Why is this defaulting to 100 speed? Should be 10 and 55. All right, let's try that again. Hold on. Be right back. Let's see if this worked. Sure looks like it. Slide all that out. What I wanted to create on the laser tonight, which I might do maybe on Saturday, is I want to make a laptop stand for my laptop out of this cheap 1/8 inch birch plywood. I think I can make one for roughly $8 worth of materials, if less, or if not less. And yeah, I'm super excited about that. All right. Hey, if you want to tell your daughter, Pumpkin's coming back. Yay, Pumpkin. Get all that stuff out of the way for the moment. Hey, it stands up on end like that. It's cool. So, if I have those two pieces, actually, you know what? I'm going to get some tape. We'll use some painter's tape. Double back on itself just to eyeball it. Get it? Eyeball it. What do you think? Is that a good size? Does it need to be bigger, smaller? Have you had a shower? Okay. What do you think, Keith? Is that a good size? Does it need to be bigger? Cool. You like it. All right. Well, I'm going to paint those then. And then, oh, I need to figure out how to mount them. So, we know we like the size. Will that fit? Oh, that is perfect. This actually is 1/8 inch. So if I cut a piece, I'll make a cut. Those are going to be really tiny. Really tiny. Okay, I can make that work. Back to the light burn. Ah, just, it kind of looks like it has blonde hair, yeah. So, if I take and draw a box. yay big. Change this over to inches. And actually, no, let's keep that in millimeters. Let's measure the thickness of that wood. I'm going to have to account for the kerf, though, I think. So 2.90 millimeters. 2.95, we'll call it. No. Do it that way. That's almost exactly 3 millimeters. We'll call it 3 millimeters. Leave it a bit thick. So the width of this is going to be 3 millimeters. So we'll put one here, duplicate that, put one there, and then we need ones for the up here. Whew, that's going to be really, really tiny. Actually, what I can do is do this just right. Snap that, duplicate it. Snap that. Then I can trim that, 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 that. In theory, that should work. I want to rotate that. There we go. There. Delete that guy, delete that guy. And start. And then undo all that stuff. I want to save this file. Undo all that. Cool. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want to save that. Let's see if those pieces work. All right, back to the pumpkin. So if you make a design on light burn for your laser, if I had light burn, would it work on my laser? Yes, it should. You have an X tool, right? As long as your laser runs off a light burn, it'll work. Like your machine and my machine are not very different. Oh shoot! I did not set. Something was off there. What did I do there? Huh, that's interesting. Okay, this is gonna be really interesting. That's the left side. That's the top. It's the right side, and that's the top. This is gonna be really interesting. But yeah, in theory, it should work. I've had people buy laser engraving files from me, and they haven't had issues. They haven't necessarily had the same machine as me. Is that right? All right, I'm going to glue this on and see what happens. Where is my glue? Brand new CA glue. Just the tiniest bit. And we'll put that on there. Normally for birch ply, I'd use activator, but with these small pieces, I like to have just a moment to make adjustments if I need to. Now this piece, I'm not sure if it's going to fit. Oh, it looks like it does. So we'll see. Oh, I didn't measure that. Shoot. Oh, one of those is off. Okay, let me take that off. I'm going to do that a slightly different way. I didn't think about that. Should probably cut a groove in the middle. But this, getting this on square is going to be fun. Good thing that CA glue spreads a bit. It's fairly square. I need to cut another. I thought I had cut two. I guess I didn't. Oh, I did. I just put it in the middle of one of the triangles. Durr. Okay. Not a problem. I can go ahead and do another one. Oh, yours is not a CO2? Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter. You just adjust the power settings for your power and speed settings for your laser. That's all. Oh, I know what happened. I think I know what happened. Yeah, you would just adjust power and speed for your laser. That's all. But the file itself, I mean, Lightburn doesn't care what kind of laser you have. All Lightburn's doing is taking the file you have and using that to tell the laser head where to go. That's it. Based off of the power and speed settings that you you tell it. All right. Oh, hey, Dad, how's it going? Why we're not seeing your laser? Because I just cut it a little tiny piece. Quarter-inch dowel rod? Yeah. No, the smallest I have is 9/16 maybe. All right, so put those little bits of glue on there. So one thing I will say is even after I have let this super glue dry a little bit, it's still a little bit wet. Oh, I don't have my activator. Where did I put my activator? Oh, shit. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I left it down at the school. I could take a paper towel and wipe that. But spray it with that activator real quick. Actually, I think I might have some of the others. No. Oh, yeah, I do. I have some of the other activator. No, that's mold casting spray. I don't have any activator. I thought I had some more. Anyway, yeah, you just hit it with that activator. Even though it should be dry, it's still a little wet. Is it sticking to me? No, not really. All right, let's see what happens here. I put this guy in there. Oh yeah, friction fit. Love it. Love it when a plan comes together. Friction fit. Love it. I wonder if this is just going to stay on with just the one. I guarantee it. Ha! Look at that. A jack-o'-lantern. A removable jack-o'-lantern. There you go, Keith. There's your pumpkin. I'm going to oh, you're driving home. Okay, Dad. Drill a hole in the center groove and use a dowel. Oh, yeah, a dowel rod would work. Absolutely. I do want to glue that other piece on there. I want the strength. Getting that on there is going to be interesting, though. Oh, I can do it like that. I can stick that in there. It's going to be really, and this is where I would want activator if I had it with me right now. Shoot. Okay. There's that. Now I got to line that up just right. Where, okay. Oh, that's actually right there. Sweet. Put the glue away. Actually, putting things away. Ugh. Gross. Take that off. Just want to lay this down. This is going to stick. I have a feeling that's going to stick. Down just a hair. There we go. That should work. Hopefully it doesn't actually like stick to the paint there. I mean, I can pop it out. There's no good way to line that up though. Give that a minute to dry. And we'll take a look. See if we can get that popped out without it super gluing itself to the actual pumpkin. So I need to make it wider. That way I can get more surface area there. Make it easier to glue on the little doodads. And I'm going to need to cut that center line. So I did just one in the center and make it way easier. Or if I did dowel or a magnet or something like that. I mean, the magnet would make it easy too. If I just put a magnet there, there, and there. The idea I had though is these are removable, and then it just looks like it's just another way to display it without having anything there. But yeah, cool. Let me see if I can pop that bad boy out. Yeah. Bedtime? Okay. Give me 5 minutes. So I have a knife sharpening kit that I got. Mike is making stuff, suggested it. And now I'm using it for not the intended purpose, because why would I use a chisel for the intended purpose? Cool, that popped out and it didn't glue itself. It is. So now this can be set wherever the user wants. Look at that, friction fit.
That face is creepy.
No, well, yeah, I'm gonna paint it black. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna leave it white, and I was like,
No.
That's horrifying.
I'm not going to leave it white. Although white is right.
Come on. This time and age. Come on, man.
Ooh, that's a sharp chisel.
Boy, that's a sharp chisel.
Yes, that was a joke, Ella.
Huh?
I said that was a joke. The white is right. That was a joke.
Oh.
Mr. Pumpkinhead.
You should call it spooky.
Spookily? No, there's already. Oh,
It's a
it is a
square
square pumpkin. Look at you. I like it.
That's oh, I literally watch that every year because when
I
was a
know
kid,
when
they
you were
made
in
us watch
when you
it.
were in kindergarten, you used to watch that all the time.
Yeah, it's my favorite freaking Halloween movie. Bro.
Okay.
It's my favorite freaking movie.
All right. I need to. Is your favorite movie?
Yes.
Period
Yes.
of all time?
Yes.
Okay.
Spooky the Square Pumpkin. They used to make us watch it every year.
I know. Okay. And now I got to move all these pieces so I don't spray paint the set that I need to send out in the mail tomorrow. All right, and get some black spray paint.
Are you gonna spray paint the walls?
Huh?
Are you gonna spray paint the walls?
I'm not. I'm going to spray paint it on this piece of papier right here.
So what?
Papier.
What's that?
It's French for paper.
French word paper?
It's French for paper.
Oh.
Papier. That's probably an annoying noise on the live. What are you typing, Ella?
Apparently nothing because I can't spell.
Okay. Awesome. So, Keith, I'll send that out to you on Friday.
He said his best one.
Yeah, I know. Cool. All right, go. I'll be in a second. All right. So cool. That's it for tonight. Let's see. We got the Kubb set done. Want to get that done. Didn't really work on the Holobaraka set. I've got some lasering to do there, but that's fine. But we did do something new on the laser, which is what I wanted to do. Said I wanted to do anyway. Yeah. So did the Kubb set, did the lasering, finished off this pumpkin that I'll get sent out to you, and yeah, I'm gonna try again on Saturday. Saturday about 2 o'clock my time should work, and I'm sure I'll see you there, Keith. You're my favorite customer. So I can't wait to see your channel. I have subscribed to it, so as soon as you get some stuff up, hopefully it'll let me know, and I will try to spread the word and as best as I can. I've only got 68 subscribers, but it's by doing things like that, getting on other people's channels and just mentioning it, and everybody I watch anyway loves to spread the word about other people's channels, so that's how we find more people. And I really look forward to that. I want to see that that coffin candle holder. Sounds really, really awesome. Your coffins are really, really cool. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. So thank you very much, and I will talk to you next time. Cool. Appreciate it.